Guys, it is Sunday and this is Jessica here from Team Kit. I wanted to just check in with you guys briefly, do a short little very casual video just sort of highlighting how I start the month off. We're obviously starting into July, if you can believe it, the second half of the year, which just, blows my mind. But a new month is always a fresh start, and I always look forward to kind of a reset and a recalibration. So July is no different. I wanted to just pop in and kind of show you how I do things. The first thing that I tend to do, and you'll see here, is I tend to just start with what I call a grateful dump, like a brain dump. So I like to just spend a few minutes just making a quick and easy list of the things that I've been grateful for in the past month. And you can see my list here. Grateful for a sleepover at my in-laws' house. Got to paint my daughter's bedroom. We got to support several planner meetups. Reading some good books. Got my eyes checked. Daughter made the headmaster's list again at school. Cheerleading. Saw some friends. Trip to Tallahassee. Trip to Georgetown. Lots of good things going on in the last quarter. And what I tend to do is I will actually go back. Even though certainly we talk about gratefuls a lot, and we focus on gratefuls really every day. Hang on just one second. I'm jumping ahead a little bit here. I'm just going to cover that for a second so I can just talk and just say that even though we do gratefuls every day in both our kit regular planners and in the insert version of the Keeping It Together planners, we focus on gratitude every day. But sometimes at the beginning of the quarter or at the beginning of every month, it's nice to just go back and just reflect through even, let's say, your monthly calendar to refresh yourself where you were, what you did, where you went, what travels you had, what appointments you went on, what may be out of the ordinary things that slip your mind by the time the month is over, or in this case too, when the quarter is over. So I do like to take a few minutes to go back and do that. And I also think that in making that grateful list or that thankful list, no matter how short or long, it does put your mind in the right frame for then going forward and planning the next month. Again, and in this case, at the beginning of July, planning the quarter and going through what we call our quarterly check-in page, and that's what I wanted to mention next. So after I've gone through and spent some time in gratitude, I do like to go in and do my quarterly check-in. Now, if you're a kit girl, if you're already a kit Keeping It Together planner owner, and you've been exposed to this already, and you know how much time and effort we put into a quarterly check-in. We have a page every quarter in our planners, both in the insert version, which is what I'm using today, our undated kit inserts, or if you're in the main coiled planner, the kit planner, classic, crown, or festival editions, you have a quarterly check-in page that starts off every quarter of the year. And you can see here I filled mine out, and it's here plain for us all to see. But the first thing that it does ask us for is what we accomplished last quarter. So sometimes that means we have to go back to last quarter's, the quarterly check-in for last quarter to see what kind of goals and intentions we set. Now for me, last quarter I did complete another one of my registered dietitian RD continuing education courses. That was the goal, and I completed it. We've got our summer plans, all mapped out and organized. That was the goal, and that's done, which is great. I was due for a full physical workup. I got that done, all the preliminary blood work, all that kind of thing, the mammogram, the pap smear, all that fun stuff. There were a couple follow-up things to my physical that I still haven't done yet, but they're in progress. Spent more time in this last quarter kind of focusing and reevaluating the budget a little bit, and I did pretty good with that. However, a couple of big fails here. My daughter in her younger years was obsessed with American Girl dolls, and I am embarrassed to say we have a closet full of American Girl doll stuff. And any of you out there who are familiar with American Girl dolls knows it's not the kind of stuff that you're just gonna trash or maybe even take to Goodwill. It's really nice stuff that I need to organize and then donate to a very specific cause or environment, or give away to someone who I know is really going to utilize it and value it, because we've got a lot of stuff, and I don't want it to just, wither away in the closet. I want to organize it and spend some time and attention on it and make a good decision about where that stuff can go, because it isn't very valuable. The next thing I just had an epic fail on is I was intending to get a new course up on the kitlife.net website. We have developed some new course material, so the content is there, but putting it together in a course is something I wanted to get done this first quarter, and I just flat out didn't get it done. So I have two things that I failed upon and that I will likely carry over into the quarter going forward that we're entering now. This past quarter I've been enjoying I am enjoying now just a break from the routine. With school's out, everybody gets a break, and kind of the schedule is different. I do, in the summer now I'm sleeping till more like 6 o'clock in the morning. During the school year I'm up at more like 5, and boy, I sure do like that hour. I am not going to lie. I'm very thankful. We got a new puppy at Christmas time, and overall I must say I was very skeptical and not looking forward to puppy training. It's been so much easier than I envisioned, and I really have been thankful for that. It's so unglamorous here, but I have a dental issue that's requiring an implant. Y'all don't even want to know about it. It is not exciting. It is the opposite of exciting, and it is very costly and unpleasant. But the worst is over because I've gotten the first step done, which is kind of a surgical step. Got that done. Really happy to put that behind me. And then I did put how thankful I am for my mom's retirement. My mom has been retired now. She's into her second year of retirement. She really is enjoying it and making the most of her retirement, and it really is so wonderful to see her in such a good place, such a well-earned, well-deserved good place. For the next quarter, as I mentioned, got to get on that closet, get that stuff organized. I need to work some more to finish. My 5-year renewal period is coming up for my RD, and I'm close to being done, but I need to get it done this quarter because as we move into the next quarter, it will be the holidays, and just not a lot happens then. So I really need to get it done now and get that monkey off my back. So that is a main goal and intention for this quarter coming up. Want to get another room in our house painted inside. And I've got a couple of medical things to follow up on here that I need to get done. Here at the bottom, we've got a personal inventory section. We are very into health and wellness at Team Kit, but we are not into obsessing about it every day. However, at the quarterly mark, we do encourage you at that time, once every 3 months, get on the scale, see how your clothes are fitting, take a few minutes to think about how you're sleeping, how you're eating, what your overall activity has been. And this is the space where you can do that. Coming up, I am excited to experience our family vacation is coming up. My daughter's going to be at volleyball camp here coming up in the next couple of weeks, which gives the hubby and I a few days to spend in Tallahassee, Florida, which probably not exciting to most of you, but we enjoy it being in Tallahassee a lot, and we'll look forward to those few days of being away together. Reading, not only have I been reading, but I've been doing some puzzles, and we've been having some family game nights where we've been playing a lot of Scrabble at our house too. Really good brain stimulating quality things to do, I think, at night, and certainly gets me from being so connected at night in the evening. So that's been going well, and I'd like to continue that. So this is our quarterly check-in page, and that really is the nitty-gritty of mine. I hope you Kit girls did yours. I hope if you don't use a kit planner or the kit inserts, as I am now, I still hope that you will take some time to set some goals and maybe reflect on where you spent your time and your efforts in the last quarter. I think this is really time well spent. If we go to the next page, and let's just hold on this for a second, I'll mention this to you in a moment. But every month in the kit planners, those of you who are familiar with our products, you will know how important self-improvement and self-education, self-development is to us. Every month we have a page like this where we have the same exact headers, and we give you some information to take with you for that month. So we do generally have a section that's got some little tidbit about food or nutrition, a section that we call Be Well. In this particular month, there's some information here about muscle soreness, what we call DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness, and what that really means. A section where we talk about what we can do to be happier. A section where we talk about what we can celebrate, not just standard holidays, but some of the fun ones, and a lot of the educational health awareness type months. We always like to highlight those if they're pertinent, and draw your attention to those opportunities. And then, as we say, a little something extra, which in this case for July was some words about how you can approach your Sunday with a feeling of productivity as opposed to dread. I think many of us out there tend to My husband used to say he could tell it was Sunday because my shoulders would start to creep up to my ears. And I think that's common for a lot of us, women in particular. But I think with some gentle shifts in the way we approach Sunday and the way the things we try to get done on Sunday, we really can make it, a pleasant day, one we look forward to, and really a way to ramp up and get set and ready, both, from a mindset perspective, for the rest of the week, and as well as, from a physical perspective with our meal prepping and getting our house in order and making sure that we are ready to hit the ground running on Monday. So that is your Welcome to July page. That's something that we really enjoy, and that's really a hallmark of the kit planners and the way we approach planning. So I do take some time to read through that and get excited about some of the things coming up in July and what we can expect. And then on the side page here, you'll see this is not something standard. This is something sort of different. Right now at Team Kit, we're doing a podcast party challenge. We like to do little challenges with our Kit Girl community throughout the year. And for the month of July, we are doing a podcast party where all the girls have signed up, and we are listening to a different podcast every week and then getting together on Facebook Live to talk about it. This is our first official week, and the podcast assigned for us all was one by Tim Ferriss, who you may know we are big fans of. Let me just scooch that over so you can see. The Tim Ferriss podcast is just phenomenal. Episode 249 was with Blake Mycoskie, who is the founder of Tom's Shoes, and that is an episode that we're going to be discussing this upcoming Thursday. I think that's the 6th. And so this was just my notes from listening and, writing down what I thought. A few little extras down here at the bottom. I always find that when I listen to podcasts, I come away with a lot of resources and recommendations and things that I want to follow up on. But aside just from the content of the podcast, there's always a lot of extra valuable information that I really enjoy. So I try to make a note of some of those things. In this particular case, I was reminded how much of an appreciation I have for Ben Franklin. He was one of the original planners, let me tell you. So he sort of paved the way for those of us who are obsessed with planning. And there are lots of biographies about Ben Franklin, and I'd like to get that on my reading list in the months coming up. I'd like to delve into one of those. So I made a note about that and several other things that I really enjoyed from the podcast. And I will have my notes. So on Thursday, when we all get together on Facebook to talk about it, I am ready. So I made use of my Doodle Break page to do that. And then, the next thing that will happen. Oh, and before I wrap up, I do want to say, if the idea of joining us for our podcast challenge in July appeals to you and you've not signed up, it is not too late. We would be happy to have you at any time. All you have to do is go to kitlife.net/podcast party, and you can certainly just jump right on in. The more the merrier. We'd also encourage you, if you'd like more information, to go to our Facebook page, to our Kit Girls group, #KitGirls on Facebook. You can find out more about the podcast party and lots of other kit-related things there as well, and we'd love to have you. So anyway, after I have focused on my grateful sum, done my quarterly check-in or my monthly goal setting, evaluated what's coming up for the month, and spent some time in preparation and learning, you're ready to be on your way in the month. And certainly I have not done this part yet. This is my next step, but I will go through my monthly calendar, get everything logged in, get my pages dressed up a little bit, and then I will be into my daily pages, and I will show you just a couple of blank ones. Now, I am using, as I mentioned, the undated version of our inserts. So it's really, interestingly enough, what we have developed is really almost what you'd call a two-page-a-day spread, which certainly mimics the interior of our coiled planners for the most part. So you'll see I didn't do anything fancy here. There's lots of stickers and some techie ways you can approach this, but I simply wrote the dates down in the months upcoming. And so this is our main space for capturing tasks. On the right-hand section of this page, you'll see there's a gentle shading there. I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up. That is for what we call our tracker stickers. And again, if you're not familiar with our tracker stickers, they are stickers that are geared towards a variety of different habits, lifestyle choices, routines, and you can put a sticker here if that suits you to track things like nutrition, social media, fitness, calls and follow-up. We have a variety of them. Here we have time slots throughout the day for appointments or when it's, you know, kids activities or, you know, things you've got going on that with a hard time stop. The big three, which are our three most important tasks of the day that we certainly want to be sure we accomplish each and every day. That's our priority section, our section for wellness, fitness, self-care, the lifestyle choices that we do to promote our own interior and exterior health, or emotional and physical health is probably a better way to say it. Our section for gratitude, which I touched upon at the beginning of the little video. This, you know, I think perhaps maybe is even the most crucial, because without this, without gratitude, without a heart space and a mind space and a thankful perspective, I'm not really sure much of the rest of this gets done or recognized or is even important in the scheme of things if we're not here first. And then always a quote every single day, just to help set our intention for that particular day and give us some inspiration and some guidance, which I think is helpful for all of us all the time. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Just a couple little thoughts from me, Jessica at Team Kit, about effective and smart ways to get your month started off on the right foot. I would love to hear what you guys are doing, if you're doing different things, or what your routines or habits might be, how you're going to tackle July. I know you can, and I know you will. Please share this video if you like it. If you also give us a like if you found this content helpful. We'd love any comments, feedback, anything else you'd like to see for July or the months to come. Just give us a shout out, and please visit our blog also at kitlife.net. Thanks, you guys. Have a terrific July. Bye-bye.